All right, so the next thing and the final thing we're going to do for this project is to build it and put it online. So this is our way of turning it in. So in order to do that, this is the process. So first I want you to do is go to, let's see, File, top left, and then Build Settings. And something should pop up. Build Settings, wow. So let's change this to WebGL, and it'll be available for some of you. Maybe for some of you, it won't be available. So if you don't see this option, if it's grayed out, you want to go to Unity Hub. Right, and then you want to go to Installs, and then find the install that you're using. So I have multiple installs. This is the one I'm using now. You want to click the gear option, then you want to click Add Modules. So right here you'll see all the modules that you have added currently: Linux, Mac OS, WebGL, Windows. It might be different for you. So let's go to Add Modules, and you're going to want to select. Let's see. So it's already selected for me, so I can't really view it, but you're going to want to select WebGL Build Support. You want to select that, so it'll be a checkbox, and then you want to click Install. So imagine I click WebGL, then click Install. It'll take a few seconds, maybe a few minutes, but then after it's installed, you want to go back to your editor, go back to Build Settings, File, Build Settings, and then you'll be able to select WebGL. And if it gives you this option, that means you want to switch platform, aka switch it to a WebGL project so that you can export it in that way. And WebGL is just saying, hey, this is made for the web. And it looks like I have like a mini error right here. So let's just check it out. You might have the same thing. Saying in order to build a player, go to player settings to resolve the incompatibility between the color space and the current settings. So let's see. So it does give me the same warning here. Okay, cool. Linear color space requires WebGL2. Uncheck Auto Graphics API to remove WebGL1 API. Okay, so that's seems like a simple fix. And is there apply? Okay, it's okay. So I'm just close out of this. And wow, nice. Now it allows me to build. So you can build and run. That's just like, hey, is it going to build and then run it? Or you can just click build, and that's what we're going to do. So we can export and get the files. So you can build it wherever. I put my files in a yeah, I'll put it right here. So I'll just say create a new folder, and I'll just call it project builds, and select that folder. So it's a folder selected, and then it's gonna build in that folder. Yes, sir. And we got two errors. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I think this is something that I did. Let's try and fix it. Okay, so it looks like I fixed the issue. Now let's see if it loads or if it finishes, and we'll work from there. Actually, quick pause. So it was my error, right, that was causing it. So it should have worked for you, but let's not move too far ahead. Let's try and change one more thing, and then let's build it again. So Unity compresses the build files um, by default, but I want to get rid of that compression. So compressing it like how a zip file is compresses a file. So kind of like in that way. So if you go back to build settings and then let's click player settings. And then on this page, let's go to publishing settings. Let's click that drop down. And where it says compression format, let's click gzip and let's click disable. Nice. So no more compression. So that means we have to build again. So let's yeah, so I'd like you guys to let's go back to build now that we made that change, and let's delete our old folder project builds just because if you feel uncomfortable with deleting it, then you can just create a new folder and we call it project build 2, and let's select that folder and select folder. Build is already going through its build process. Takes a few seconds, and then the window will pop up. So let's pop open. So I'm gonna just delete this folder just cause. So this is the old one. I'm gonna delete it. Click into the new one. Okay. And now I'm going to highlight all the build files and folders. Nice, nice. I'm gonna right click and compress to zip. Nice. I'm gonna just change the name to slide game. Awesome. Okay. So the next thing you want to go to is itch.io. You can see it in the top left. And this is a site where people can upload their games to for free. Yes, and it's a way for you to share the things that you make. This is how we're going to be turning in our assignments. Easier way for us to share stuff. So first thing you want to do is create an account. Here's my account. So you want to create an account. And then after you do that, you'll see the page will look kind of like this. It'll be your username up here. You'll want to click this arrow, go to upload new project, and then we can just populate this thing. So I'm gonna call mine slide project 1. And okay, classification, this is a game. Kind of project, HTML. Nice. Released. Okay. No payments. Makes it simpler. And this is where we get to upload our file. So I'm gonna open up that folder again, go to where my build files are in folder, go to the zip file, click and drag it over if it lets me. Won't let me. Okay. Okay, so you do have to click upload files and then navigate to that file that way. And what let's see, looks weird. Okay, so let's just focus on this one right now. This file will be played in the browser. Let's click that. Cool. And this is good. Maybe we need to increase this. So if we go back to Unity, it'll give us like its default size. If you go to resolution, so this is, I guess, the current size of it for this build. 960 by 600, so 960 width, 600 heights. So let's just put that there. Cool. Okay. So if this doesn't work for you though, which it might not, it'll be because you have to verify your email. So you'll have to go to view profile. Let's see. And you'll need to go to where it says email address, email addresses, and then there'll be something to say, hey, you need to verify your email. So I just did that. It might ask you to do the same. Now let's keep going down. How should your project be running the page? That's embedded. Immediately set size. No need for a description. No need for a genre. And you can add tags if you'd like. You can leave it on comments. You could leave it disabled, or you could add discussion board. And you could, for visibility, you can make it public so anybody could view, or you can make it restricted, where only people who own the project can view it. The page will be unlisted in browse. But if you do that, password is not required for owners. Just generate a password, and if you do want it to be restricted, just generate a password, and you can share that password with me, so I'll be able to view it. But I'm gonna keep mine public. Public access, disable new downloads and purchases, unlisted in search and browse, and I'm gonna just save and view. Takes a little while to load, and then I'm gonna run the game. Oh wow. Oh wow. And yeah, there you go. Super simple, but pretty cool. So this is just the first step, but this is just our way of sharing. So feel free to do this, and then I'll ask that you share the link with me. So just copying and pasting this link and then sharing it with me, and that'll be your way of turning it in. So I'll create a submission on Moodle to make the submitting of the link smoother. Thank you, thank you. And if you do have any issues with it, so one thing you might have an issue with is actually finding out where your project is when you have to choose the file to be built. So you want to go to your Unity Hub, right? Find your project, click the three dots on the right, and then you want to say show in Explorer or show in Finder if you have a Mac. And then this should pop up. So this is where all my Unity projects are. And this is the folder that the slide project is in. So I'm gonna double click it. And then boom, that's where my build folder is with all my files. Okay, cool. And that should be it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Peace.